For this video, I was thinking we could do something a little more laid back. You like that? Me too. Is that the chord? Yeah. Alright, sorry, enough noodling. Let's get to the song. So actually, I haven't reacted to this album fully yet, surprisingly. So, we're off to the next song. Hyper Music. Let's see how it sounds. I just listened to some of the old one. Let's listen to a little bit more. Okay. Alright, I think that gives me a pretty good idea. Let's go to the new one. Whoa, way louder. Way louder. Okay, so they've taken like the two vocal parts and like split them up again, made them like stereo, which they did like for the backing vocals on Citizen Erased. And I think there it fit for sure. This sounds more modern, no doubt, but I don't know if I like it more. Let's see. I'm gonna go hear this a little more and then I'll hear the original again. Yeah, I mean, this sounds updated. If you were to want to like share this with like random people, this would probably be a better version to share, but I think I kind of like the raw sound in the original a little bit more. Let's hear more though. Okay. Something I get sad about in reactions is I love singing along to songs, and I just don't get to when I'm reacting to like a new thing. I think I like the verses a little bit more in the remix though. It's just like a little bit more balanced, I feel like. Oh, the vocal part's way louder, that's sick. Okay, I think the vocals sound better. I'll say that for sure, I think. Let's hear the bass solo. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, love this outro, man. So I would say with that one, it's kind of like one of those that was like more of a mixed bag for me, where there's been some of the remixes that I think just like just blow the original out of the water, and there's just some stuff that they add that or bring to the forefront. Like I think Space Dementia's up there as a really good one, or Citizen Erased is up there, just like improves on it so much. This one is kind of like there's some better things and there's some things that I maybe don't like as much. To the original again. This one I think is better. When I talk about why it's compressed and why that matters or doesn't matter, each hit of the drums in like the original spikes the decibel count in the song. In this one, everything's a little bit flatter, which kind of means you can crank up the volume a little bit, and it can make the song sound a bit louder and more intense in that way, I guess, without splitting your ears. But the problem with compression is that it can remove the dynamics. So if you think about Megalomania, the blow up in the chorus was a little bit weaker because the verses were increased as due to the compression flattening all those levels out. This makes it easier to listen to at a high volume and rock to, and again it updates the sound. I've exposed your life. So I think this part is a huge difference. I gotta hear this again. Yeah, so the vocals are way more crisp up in the front, and I think that's really good here because that's what's supposed to stand out is like the vocals in the verse parts. So I think this is good. Ooh. Yeah, so with Plug-in Baby is like kind of an exception on this album because a lot of the songs in here are trying to evoke this like super dark, heavy, creepy aesthetic. But this song kind of lends itself to a little bit of that sheen that a remix would give. I think it fits really nicely, and I think this updates it into the modern age perfectly. I think this is just such a great fit. So much more crisp. Nice. I haven't been able to play along with their songs in a while. I had people telling me about the harpsichord in microcuts for a while, and again, I haven't listened to any of these because I've been waiting to do it for YouTube. Now, with Won't Stand Down coming out, I feel like I need to listen to old heavy music again. And I've been only listening to the old Origin, and I want to listen to the new one. So that's why I'm doing this, is so that I can finally have the permission. So that you guys have granted me the permission to listen to them in my own time. Let's listen to the original a little bit. Oh, nice! No way, dude! This is like I remember when I first like listened to this song, and I was then like, I was like excited to share it with my mom, and I was like, there's something about this that sounds like medieval or something. Like, the harpsichord lends itself to that atmosphere so well. Okay, people said that there was nothing new recorded. That sounds new. That's not on the original. Maybe it is, but it's like a second vocal that's like hidden under the first, and they decided to make that the first one. I'm not sure. I don't know though, I really like the original melody. That one sounded a little weird. I'm gonna go back, hear it again. Oh, that was just an intro part? Okay, that's kind of cool. Like they just added something that's not in the... That's pretty cool, I like that. They did kind of get rid of the duck bass sound, which... I don't know, I kind of like the ducky bass, like the quacking. It goes whap, whap. I mean, I definitely favor the harpsichord to be like present over the duck sound though, so. It's so crazy, like this sounds so modern. Like it sounds so sleek in comparison. I remember seeing one of the things they said they want to take away from that like lo-fi sound of the original because they feel like it just took away a lot of the details. I totally get that. So there's like a perfect example of that compression part I was talking about where they kind of like take away a little bit of, because they're removing that lo-fi feel, that means when the big chorus does hit, it's a little bit less of a jump in volume, so it doesn't sound as dramatic or drastic. I feel like in a like speaker setting, like where you're in a car playing it, it would probably still hit just as hard, but it hits a little less hard on the remix just because of the compression. Okay, I can hear the bass better. Let's hear the original. Yeah, the original just hits a little harder in the chorus. The verses, though, are so much better here. Yeah, his vocals sound so much better in the verse, too. Nice. Okay, that's the moment of truth. This will determine which one I like more. Oh, that's promising. That's crisp. Oof. Okay, I have a lot of thoughts on that. It's kind of hard to say. which one I prefer more. I think for that song, the harpsichord really does save the remix. But I think I'd have to say that they're about equal again because there are some really cool additions in the new one, but the lack of dynamics ruins kind of the explosiveness of the chorus. They did remove the panning on the guitar outro, but they added some other stuff in place. There's some weird synth sounds, some weird like demonic sounds almost. Oof, those were cool too though. But it just wasn't as raw. And because that specific song is kind of meant to be just that really raw, dark energy and power, make that a draw. So overall, I'd say like with the Plug-in Baby, I think that one was definitely better. Hyper Music, I think is about even. Microcuts, I'd say is about even. That's probably a pretty fair assessment. Ooh, I want to do Screenager. Can I do Screenager, please, guys? Can I do it, please? I'm gonna do it anyways. How about that? I will say like Screenager is probably like my go-to good like acoustic guitar song of like literally any song in the world. I will say this has been like a sleeper hit for me. Like it's one of my favorites off the entire album. One of my favorites from their entire discography. So I hope they do this one justice. What a cool atmosphere. Got those human bones in there. I think the original kind of has like a stronger sound there in the beginning. So my caveat here is that if they use that like lowered, lighter volume here for the intro to create a dynamic range for the chorus and stuff, I'm all for it. But we gotta hear that dynamic range reached. Because the bass is a little lower there. Okay, the chorus is so much better here. Wow, that's good. Oh man, that was a transcendent chorus. That was really such a big improvement on the original that I think it justifies the slight lowering of like that guitar intro. The voice sounds better. That's just objectively better. Come on. Oh, this song is so good, man. I feel like there's like such an inordinate amount of people who just don't appreciate Screenager, and it's consistently ranked towards the bottom of the album for most people. And I guess I get that just because it doesn't like do anything as big as the other songs, but that's the only way it could not be up there, because I don't know, it's weird. Like it's the same thing in Rainbows by Radiohead, like Fausta Arp or whatever is like always rated super lowly by the fans, like that's like the worst song in the album. But it's like, it's the only song that's like mostly like an acoustic song, I guess, other than maybe a videotape, which is mostly like it's just piano or whatever. But I don't know, like the songwriting is so good on it. Okay, that sounds quite a bit different. I gotta hear the original for this one. Ooh, that is good. This might be better. It's just good. The chorus has got to land on this one. It's like one of my favorite bass lines ever. This might be my number one bass line ever. Oh! This is good. See, this one has the compression stuff still there. Like, you still hear it squish down a little bit with like the voice and stuff. But there's some stuff I can hear that I couldn't before, and the aesthetic of this is almost amplified to the original, where there's just a little bit more reverb on the guitar. There's a little bit more emphasis on the random piano notes hit so that you can actually hear them, and it's crisper. I don't know, this one might be better. Oh yeah, this is the definitive Darkshines. There's only one moment that they cannot mess up in this song to me, and that is the like part where it actually breaks down again. Yeah, there's a little more details. This is, yo. Hold your hands up to your eyes again. Hide from the scary scenes. Suppress your fears. Yes! Bringing me down, making my heart feel so Darkshines. Oh my god, I love this song, man. Oh. I hear those little synth details. Oh, it's so good. This just makes me so happy. Right here, this is the part. Only minor complaint of the entire song, that like weird synthy sound that plays up high there was turned down a little too much. That's it. Oh, his voice there. Oh my god. More reverb here. Okay, I feel like that was kind of a rookie mistake right there. When his voice comes in, there's like the audio file has to start, right? Before his voice technically starts singing. And when that file does start, there's interference. There could be a tape effect on that, and it just like cuts in. What you do there, at least when I'm writing music, is I would create a slight crossfade or like fade in for that audio so that fuzz like and distortion slowly builds in with your voice to sound more natural, rather than it was like somebody hitting play on something and it kind of just cuts in there. But it doesn't really matter. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Rain drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Some new stuff there. I'm not really sure what that is though. Is that a harmonica? Like, it has kind of like that kind of like tinny sound to it, you know? Oh, it's strings. I'm feeling good. Ooh, that sounds good. Let me compare this. Yeah, this is so much better here. So many details. Oh yeah, that's good. Those strings. Oh my god, I missed this Muse so much. Oh, I'm so excited for the new album. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. That one's hard to deny. There's not too much to mess up there, in terms of like the character of the song, because like, what are you gonna do, you know? But what they did change, I did really like. I think that was a good one. I mean, all of them are going to have that compression issue, but I feel like the exchange for bringing that to the modern era is worth it because you can always listen to the original. Futurism. Last one. Honestly, this song would be by far my least favorite on the album if it were to ever have been on the original. They put Futurism before Megalomania in the track listing, which I think is the way to go. I don't think you ever let Megalomania not be the closer to the album. I think that is ridiculous. Anybody who thinks so is crazy. Let's see how Futurism goes. I think of it as Hysteria 1, so... Oh, I like this one way better. Oh. The phaser. Okay, I think this puts everything in perspective for me. So I'm not a massive fan of Futurism, like I said. Hearing this updated version makes me like it a lot more, and I feel like for people who aren't super invested in the original, that's how they're hearing all of these. They're probably hearing them all like, wow, this is just so much better. Why would you ever prefer the original? That's how I feel with this one. But if you're like diehard fan of the original Futurism, you're probably like, no, they changed this little detail in this one. But for me, I'm like, this is just an improvement. So... Sounds awesome. So the one thing, even though I do like the tone of this guitar more, like I guess I like the way it sounds more, the absolute rawness of that original tone, it's a little bit less fuzzy and a little bit more like just like, I don't even know what words I could use to describe it, but it sounds like more raw and angry than this one. This one sounds more pleasing, I guess, though. Ooh. Oh, that's sick. I love this. Wait. This isn't in the original, is it? No. Yeah, I liked it. I think this adds a lot. I'm sure some people feel that it's a little bit gimmicky. Personally, as like I said, not a massive fan of the original, I think this is a creative improvement. I think it adds a lot of character to the song, helps it stand out from the others, while still keeping its core identity. Yeah, I love it. I think that's awesome. So, I guess that's all of them now. I'm finally caught up. If you're interested in seeing my other reactions to like the other songs in the album, I have like a bunch of them. I'll put all the links in the description and you can click the ones here too. Yeah, I'm just so excited for Won't Stand Down. This will probably come out after Won't Stand Down, if I'm being honest. But I'm recording it the night before for context. So, see ya.